Hello and welcome to Caching Waves. So your Elliott Wave update for ICP. Now just to show you on the daily, we're targeting this $24 region at the previous point of resistance. And I'll show you how that is possible in Elliott Wave terms. So we're looking to make 5 waves up here with an extended fifth. Technically the market could have topped here at $16. As you can see, we do have 5 waves potentially complete. And we do have divergence between the third and the fifth. Now, if we were to fail here, and this fifth wave is over here in Elliott Wave terms, I'm going to show you that. I'll show you that down on the micro. But just know if we did top over here, that we would expect a one-to-one extension of this first wave down. We then make a 3 up, and then we make a 3 or 5 to the downside, and we'd be look to correcting this entire move to the upside. And price targets before making another push to the upside would be between 552 and 834.70. So knowing that, we'll go down to our 1 hour. And if we need that extension to the upside, this is the path to get there. We're now working on our third of the third. We'd be targeting 2062 for our third wave of the third. Expect to pull back to around 1712, make a push up around 23. Then we get our fourth wave in green, and then we make that push for 24 to complete our 5 waves, at which point I'd pull these pivots again for the larger correction of this entire move to the upside. So yesterday, let me go to the 15-minute. I got into this trade. You can find that on my channel a few days ago. Did a 4-to-1 targeting that $24. I didn't get the best entry. If you watch my previous videos, I thought there was a chance this was a ABC flat and we were just going to take off from here. Yesterday also I thought this was complete potentially here, and I thought this was 1 2 1 2 and we're going to take off. Didn't do that. So where does that leave us? Elliott Wave's helpful because it helps us navigate the market. We don't know what's going to happen, but we can make decisions on what can happen in an area. And I'll show you my entry here because I'm going to adjust my stop. So I'm in all of these currently, 6 trades. I'm going to adjust them all, so I'll update the videos for them. Don't look at this as profit, because if I get stopped out on them, I'll probably be down 100 or 200 after adjusting my stops if I lose all 6. This is for the channel account. When I show my entries, I do $100 risk per trade, so I have a $10,000 channel account, just for trading purposes and to be fully transparent. So with this one, bad news is in that scenario to the downside, this would be an A wave. We then got a 3-wave pattern to the upside, and it came to the 70% retracement of this wave A. So in the bearish version, a B wave is technically complete. So we need to analyze the market bearish and bullish. So if that is 3 waves complete, we can technically make a flat, which would mean 5 waves down for our C. So this potentially could be a 1-2, 1-2 complete, or 1-2 in the making. We could drift sideways and we just collapse down to the downside like that, 3, 4, 5. A bigger correction, and then 5 waves down here for our C, and that would be our A wave in the larger degree to the downside if our top is in. Now if our top isn't in, this is clearly a 3 wave. From the shape it looks like a flat, a 3 3 5, and this can also be looked at as corrective, whether this 2 is in or not. So if we're moving to the upside, there's a couple options here. One is we're actually making a diagonal in which case, our targets would be less, around 18 bucks, where we just make a newer high. And what that would look like is we'd have to get a move up here, and we'd be moving in a series of threes. This would just be a third wave, come back, fourth wave, fifth wave, over. So that's one way if we just move from here. But for purposes of my primary count, which is the diagonal, this would be a W, X, Y as a running flat, where we have our A wave for 3, B wave for 3, and 3 waves here for an X, but I'd actually expect one more down, and this would be some sort of diagonal for a C wave. And then we make another attempt to the upside. Remember, we only get the attempt to the upside. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. So for purposes of trading, I'm only going to allow this to be a running flat. It can come up, come back, spike down below my stop, take off, which is frustrating, but I need to protect against that scenario that this is going to be moving to the downside like so and just drag on, because all the necessary pieces are there for this to turn into a C wave. So I need to protect that, and I'm going to be moving my stop to this pivot, because in a running flat, the A wave, which is right here, is protected in a C wave. So I shouldn't break that low if it's a running stop or a running flat. Now it can turn into an expanding flat, which is where we do make a new low, come down here, spike below, and then go, which would be frustrating for my trade because we'd pretty much reverse as soon as we broke this low. So keep that in mind. This is just what I'm doing. I'm going to tighten up to here just to protect myself from that C wave. If I lose, where would that take me? Probably be losing about $30–40 on that trade setup, which I'm okay with. It's good to at least reduce risk when the patterns are changing on you. Remember, we're expecting this to take off, and this is taking quite a while. Usually wave 2s take a similar amount of time as a wave 1. That's why I kept looking for that takeoff. The longer this takes, the more likely we're moving to the downside, or it's a B wave in some sort of triangle here, and we're just getting an ABC, something like this. All right, guys, so that's the update for ICP. Running flat is in play, where we move up after, at least attempt to. So is the down move, so manage your risk knowing both possibilities are in play. I am moving my pivot, my stop to this pivot. I'm only allowing the flat pattern and reducing my risk on this one. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I will update those other videos for the trades I'm in. Make sure to subscribe if you like the videos, and I'll see you on the next one.